Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well today. So today I thought I would use something from this book. I've bought this at an op shop for $1 and I know that you can usually find these pretty easily. Certainly in Brisbane I've seen a fair few of them around and I've never really bought one. However, I thought why not just buy one and see what I can make of it. Now I have a couple of techniques that I think I will try. So I'll do the one I've been thinking about first. I'll have to probably cut that in the cutter later, but I'll just chop it off like that for now. It's quite thick though, so it's hard to cut. And I'm going to start by covering it with some Tim Holtz paper. This is just leftovers, offcuts and things. I thought I will start with that, and I may end up cutting it down a bit further, but I will be able to then put it into a junk journal. So this is going to be like the first way of using this, or of attempting to use it anyway. Okay, so I'm going to put this one up here. I really want to get that 45 cents in, so I'll move it over here, I think. In fact, I'll put it down like this, so it's on the page. And maybe I'll choose something like this because this has already got the edges on it. Oh, it's getting a bit sticky. Let me put a bit more glue down to make sure that this sticks on fine. And I might put this one here, I think. Oh yeah, this one here, that's nice. So I'm just butting them up against each other. I don't think I need to overlap them. And I need a piece for down in this edge down here. Stir a bit of that up. Put this down here. Okay, so the first thing would be to turn this over and cut around and then cut the frame out here. So now I've cut that out, I'm just inking up those edges, getting a bit of grunge and hiding any of the flaws that I may have there. And that was pretty easy to cut out because I have just one curve and the other three sides are straight. So I just turned it over and followed the curve with my craft knife. So now what I thought to do with this was to actually put it down on a page. So I'm just checking. I want to measure this. So it's now 6 inches by 8 inches, which is the perfect size for the journals that I make. So if I put this down here, I can then cut and then fold that, and I've got a page in my journal. So it's going to be pretty easy to use it, I think, in that case. I'm going to use some paper dolls because I think I mentioned in another video I have that many of them. I really need to move some of them on, or I need to use them. I think I'm going to go with this size. So I thought if I put like a little group of people in here like this, and I've got, not sure if I'm going to be able to fit all these on here, but I want to make sure they're in proportion to each other. I might move that out of the way for a moment. I've got this little girl. Now, I'll just pop this back in here because otherwise I'll end up with paper dolls all over my desk and then I won't be able to find them again. They all live in their own little packets, all sorted by type of person. I know that might be a bit too much for some people, but it's what I do. I want this lady too. I haven't used her before. In fact, I didn't even know I had her until just before. She's really nice. And then this little boy. I haven't used him either. I've only got a few of him. I see other people's paper dolls and I think, why don't I have that one? And I guess it's just the luck of the draw. I'm trying to see what he's got in his hand down here. No idea. Okay. So because they're all dressed in like winter stuff, I thought they'd make quite a good group of people. Let's see if they'll all fit in the frame now that I've gotten them all out. I want to position them so they're like that. I'll just test that. No, I think she's going to, maybe she's going to be too big for it. And let's just put the little boy and the mother here. There you go. So that makes a nice little vignette of people, the bride and groom, and you know, who knows who this is? Maybe her aunt and her cousin. That's what I'm calling them. They look so cute. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick them down and put them, and then put the frame over the top. So I'll start by just taking these ones and giving them some glue. Now, I don't know whether that woman might be a little bit big, but if I just put her down like that, I think that, yeah, I think that's going to work. I'm just going to put her down. They look like they should be going to a wedding. Actually, I think they might be ice skates. That's what he's holding in his hand. This is one of the, you know, the wintry ones that must have come from, I think, one of the Christmas packs. And I just need to drop her down a little bit. Not too far. I don't want her to look too tall against the others in the group, against the bride and groom. Let me just check that again. Now I'll probably put it up a little bit. I don't want to see her feet, because if they were standing on the ground, her feet would be at the same height as his, and I wanted to drop her down a bit so she doesn't look too tall. So I think that's good. And now the little boy, and you won't see his ice skates that he's holding in his hand when I get him down, because that'd be a bit funny to take your ice skates to a wedding. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. He's a really good height for her too. There you go. Now I need that frame to sit up there like that. Okay, and then I just noticed that I haven't taken this bit out between here. Have I missed anything else? No, everything else is fine. And now I can stick the frame down. I might go and cut the page first. I have cut and scored this page so that it can become a piece in my journal. And now I will put this down on top of here. And then I'll do a little bit more decorating of it. I think this looks really good. I'm really happy with that idea. I think I'll be making a few more of these because I've got that whole book to use. There you go. That's really cute. Now I'll put a few more on here so that we have a bit more decoration on the outside. And of course you could use your own photographs. You don't have to use paper dolls. You could do this with photographs of your own family, cut around them and create something interesting. So how am I going to attach this? I do have a little bolt pin. Maybe I'll use one of these to pin it on. These are some of the fabric scraps that I was playing with last week or whenever, and I made some of my own. If you haven't seen that video, go back and have a look because it was pretty easy. And these ones are the Tim Holtz fabric scraps, but then I replicated what he did. So I've got a bit of a red. The red ones aren't mine. Maybe a bit of black. Yeah, I think a bit of black might be the best. Maybe on this side too. All right. Yeah, I like that. Let's put this in here and pin it on. I think that looks all right. Yep, okay, so I'm going to glue this fabric down now. and hopefully it will stay in place. It should. This glue's pretty good for gluing fabric. I can put this down here, but before I put this down, I'm going to do what I did in another video, which is I'm going to put some tissue over the top of this, and I've got some of this green stuff, and I'm going to put it over the top so that you can see the words still. And I'm just choosing a piece. I don't want it to be too many leaves on it. I do want a touch of leaves, just not too many. I'll go around to this side, I think. Maybe this bit here. Yep, okay. And a little bit of matte medium. If I can find, here it is. If I can find my palette knife, which I did. A little bit of matte medium on top. And then a little bit over the top once I get this down. That's just peeled off there, but that's okay. I'll stick it back on. I ripped it a bit too much. I pulled at it too much. That's better. Let me just pull this off. This is a little bit fiddly, I find, but I like the end result, so that's why I thought I would do it again. So when I did it a few days back, I thought, oh, that looks really cool. And so you can still see those words, but it's not as in your face as what it is if you don't put something over the top. Alright, so I'm now going to stick that down. Oh, got my glue, I forgot to open it. Try again. That looks good. Now, I don't know whether I need something up here. I want to put something up there, I think. I just don't know what I want to put. I'll just give you a little bit of a fray to these ends here. And I think I'm done. I've been sitting here wondering, should I put anything else on it? And I really think the answer might be no. I think this is good for me. And it's going to be a really cute little addition of a page to the next journal. And really pretty papers, of course. And then that's the inside, so you've got that. You just have to be careful when you're using the inside, as the outside's going to be firm, but the inside's not. So you don't want to push through. So I think that's gorgeous. All right. I'm done. That's one way to use these frames, and I will be back with another way in the next video. This is Deborah. Thanks for watching. Cheers.